Hello students and all viewers, welcome to the online tutoring. We will be learning today from class 6, chapter number 4, basic geometrical ideas. I've already written the name of the topic. So to begin with, geometry, it simply is associated with or deals with shapes, various shapes and sizes and positions of figures. We're mainly going to be dealing with shapes and sizes, different shapes, sizes, all these are related to geometry. So when we talk about geometry, just remember that it is all about shapes and sizes. Now, to proceed further, let us look at some basic contents, basic topics relating to geometry. So to begin with, let us look at the first topic. The first topic will be on point. Point, as we all know, is nothing but, simply put, it is a dot. A small dot. So this dot, we cannot simply just call it a point. If there are more than one dots, we cannot identify a particular dot simply by looking at it, and we cannot just refer to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to name them. Let this point be A, let this be B, let this be C. So here you can see three different dots. That is, you can call them three different points. So this will be called as point A, this will be called as point B, and this will be called as point C. Regarding the points, we'll be reading about this. We'll be reading about this in the later part of the lesson. So we will keep it here. We will end it here about points. We will move on to the next topic. The next topic is on line segments. Line segments. Now, what exactly are line segments? For instance, I draw 2 points anywhere. I mark them as A and B. Now, when I join these 2 points, a line segment is formed. So these line segments are nothing but lines with fixed endpoints. Lines with fixed endpoints. Now, when we talk about fixed endpoints, it simply means that the line will not go beyond A, will not cross. The line over here will not pass through B. It stops here. The line stops at A, the line stops at B. These are called line segments. They have specific measurements. For example, if you're asked to draw a 3 centimeter line segment, then you will take your scale and you're going to draw 3 centimeter. You're not going to go beyond 3 centimeter on your scale. So you draw it here or here, it's still going to be 3 centimeter. Wherever you take the measurement, it's still going to be 3 centimeter. That means the line will not exceed the fixed endpoints. I hope this is clear. This is all about line segments. Let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is on lines. What are lines? Now, when we talk about lines, we can say that it is a mark, a long mark, or since we have already learned about line segments, let's take another line segment. I mark it as A, B. Now, before we go there, a line segment is depicted in this manner. The bar on top shows that it is a line segment with fixed endpoints. Now, when we come to lines, these lines are associated with line segments. Now, in lines, what happens is the lines are extended beyond A. They will never stop. They have no end points. In short, they have no fixed points. No fixed end points, which is just the opposite of line segments. So in the case of line segments, we have endpoints. In lines, we have no endpoints. These are simply marks which denotes the line AB. So this will be denoted in this manner with arrows on both sides, which means these lines have no end. They have no end. So it'll go, we don't know how far it goes, right? So lines have no fixed endpoints. Line segments have fixed endpoints. I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is called rays. We are going to talk about rays now. Now we have learned about line segments and lines. Now rays is a combination of both of them. So when I say combination, a ray looks like this. A ray has an endpoint on one side and is endless on the other side. So half of it is related to line segment, half of it is related to lines. That means there is a starting point. Beyond this, it would not exceed. So there is a starting point, let's say this is O, and there is no end here. But we can simply mark it so that we can name this as ray OA. So it is a combination of a line segment and lines. That means at one end there is at one end it has a fixed point and on the other it is endless. So this ray can be called as ray OA and it is denoted in this manner. Ray OA. So I hope this is clear with you all. We have learned about line segments, lines and rays. Now let's move on to the next short topic. The next topic is on intersecting lines. Now when we talk about intersecting lines, it simply means two lines meeting at a point. For example, I draw a line, I draw them like this. Let this be line L1, this line. Let this be line L2. Now they are crossing each other at this point. This point is called your intersecting point or intersection point, whichever. Now these lines where they meet is called intersecting point, and these two lines, since they are intersecting, they are called as intersecting lines. As the name suggests, intersecting lines, you can understand that they are crossing each other. For example, you draw like this, still they are intersecting here. So lines means you have to show these arrows. These are not line segments, they extend. For example, you draw two lines like this. You may think that they have no intersecting points, but as we have already learned, lines have no ends. You produce it, they're going to touch somewhere. They're going to meet somewhere. So intersecting lines are those lines which cross over one another. All right, let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is parallel lines. Now, what are parallel lines? So these parallel lines are formed when two lines run along the same direction and never touch each other. They are never going to touch each other. As much as you produce them, they're just going to keep going. They'll keep going. They are not going to intersect. That means this is the opposite of intersecting lines. Intersecting lines, what happens? Two lines come and meet each other, cross over each other. Here, they are never going to touch each other. You produce it this side, still going to go straight. They are not going to touch each other. There's no chance of them touching each other. Such lines are called parallel lines. So the first one is lines will never touch or cross or intersect each other. In simple words, we'll just put it as touch each other. And there's another thing about these parallel lines. This distance, the width, let's call it the width will always remain same. That means as long as this distance is same, they are going to keep going, like they will never touch each other. For example, this is 2 centimeter. Here will also be 2 centimeter. Here it will also be 2 centimeter. So they are never going to touch each other. So these are called parallel lines. Any lines which run along in the same path and never cross each other, they are called parallel lines. I hope this is clear. Now, to understand all this even better, let's go to exercise number 4.1. We will solve a few questions and I'm sure we'll be able to understand better. Now, please turn to exercise 4.1, which is on page number 74. Page number 74 of the textbook. All right, let me read out the question for you. Exercise 4.1, page number 74, question number 1. They have given us a figure. I will draw the figure here. A figure in this manner. This point is O, this is E, this is D. Now this is question number 1, A. Now I will read the question. Use the figure to name. There are 4 questions given. The first question A, use the figure to name 5 points. 5 points. We have already learned about points. Points simply means dot, a simple dot. Now look here. This is 1 point, this is 1 point, this, and this. So D, E, O, B, and C, they are 5 points. D, E, O, B, C. So these are the 5 points. Now, question number B, use the figure to name a line. A line. A line means it will never end on both sides. They will run along in the straight path. So, if you look at this line, you can see that you can either call it DB, you can either call it DE, DO, because it is going endlessly. So, we will take in short line DB. This is one line, DB. It's extending endlessly. Now, what about C? 4 rays. We have to identify 4 rays here. Now, as already mentioned earlier, rays means one side will be fixed, the other side will run endless. So here, if you look, there are so many rays here. Let's look at the first ray, OB. So this B will not denote an endpoint. Since there's an arrow here, it is extending. So we can say that, OB is one ray. Similarly, OC is one ray. Similarly, OD is another ray. OE can also be called a ray. So they're asking us for 4 rays. These are the 4 rays. You can also say DB can also be another ray. All right. So these are different rays that, these are the 4 rays. Next, they're asking us for 5 line segments. 5 line segments. Now, line segments means with fixed endpoints. A line segment can be formed only with 2 points, right? So, let's look at this line first, DB. If you consider this endpoint and this endpoint, DE becomes a line segment because 2 fixed endpoints are there. So, we are going to first write DE, line segment. EO can also be another line segment. In the same way, D and B can also be another line segment. They're asking us for 5. So OC can also be a line segment. Similarly, EB can also be a line segment. There are so many more. All right, DO. So these are the line segments, and with this, the first question, we are done with the first question. Let's move on to the next question. Now, question number 2. They have given us a line and they have marked 4 points, A, B, C, D. Now the question reads like this. Name the line given in all possible bracket 12 ways, choosing only 2 letters at a time from the 4 given. 4 letters given, 4 points given. We have to choose two points to show 12 lines. So the first line can be AB, AB, then AC. We will start with A's. AD. Line is shown in this manner. Then A is done, so we'll go to B. BA can also be another line. BC will be another line. BD will be another line. Similarly for C, CA will be another line. CB another line. CD. Now DC, DB, DA. All these are lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 lines with us. All right? So let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. Let's look at the question. Use the figure to name. All right, we have to first draw a figure. I'll quickly draw this figure for all of us. E, O, D, B, A, and C. Now this figure is given in your textbook, so please refer to this on page number 75. Now using this, they are asking us, use the figure to name A, line containing point E. A, line containing point E. That means this is the point E and this is the line. AE is the line that has E on it, or even F, this one, FE. All right. So we will take line E, AE, because on AE, E lies on AE. Okay. What about B? B, lines passing through A. Line passing through A. A line passing through A. That means from here to here. This line is passing through A. So again it is line AE. C, line on which O lies. Line on which O lies. So whereas O is here and this is the line this O is lying on. So this line will be called as OC, or we can call it CO also. It's all the same. And the last question is, how many pairs of intersecting lines? How many pairs of intersecting lines? So we have already learned 2 lines touching or crossing each other. CO is intersecting with AE. And FE is intersecting with AE again. So these are the lines intersecting each other. I hope this is clear. Now, quickly finish up with question number 4. The question number 4 is quite simple. It reads, how many lines can pass through one given point? The first part, you draw a point, you mark a point, let's say A. Now you draw lines here. See, so many lines can pass through this point. That means you keep drawing, it will still continue. That means this point, through this point, countless, okay? Countless number of lines can pass through this point. infinite number. So in short, let's say countless numbers of lines, okay? For B, through two given points, let's assume 2 points, P, Q. Now if you draw a line, it's just going to be one line that you can draw through this. All right, just one line. So you can say that only one line can be drawn through P and Q. I hope this is clear with you. So with this, we will end our exercise here, and in the next class, we'll continue with the different topics. So I hope to see you very soon again, and till then, take care.